Okay, so this is what actually happened. I had a crush on this thought, and my best friend at the time, the racist, thought that he has used me to get to her to like claim her, and he started ignoring me and like kept talking to this thought. The day before, in waist check, she knew I had drama with him, but she decided to punch me in the dick by making retarded jokes. How she is gonna doing him in voice chat after homework is done, which was a penis getter. And the day after I confronted her about it, she said I'm acting like a victim and put words in my mouth and said I called her and her friend backstabbers, which I did not. I just implied to tell her that I feel like a penis because my former best friend was always a dick towards me while being with others in real life and voice chat. She also said that I forbidden her to talk to him, which never happened. She was twisting the story in her favor and to make me look bad. And after that, she started ignoring me. I tried to make up so goddamn hard, but she didn't care. After a week, she said he don't give a fuck about you or something along those lines, which hit me even harder in the dick and told me to leave her female friend alone. Which I did. At then, this thought decided to bring her into the drama herself, and that is where I started hating on her, since that was a penis hypocrite move, and Ted has the balls to say guilt didn't involve her hair. And then I started calling her a backstabber, which she is, and apparently that is slander. Like what? You backstab me? No shit, that people are gonna call you a backstabber. Then I get an essay filled with lies with how she lacks emotion and sympathy, and that I slander her and my former best friend had said right now she doesn't care and threatens me. I try to respond to it, but her friend blocks me before I could finish my penis sentence. Blah blah, now more drama happened, I got depressed, and then I find out stalks me on Insta, like multiple accounts, and multiple times I confront her on that. She denies it and says he was just loving it and I followed you, which was not true. She basically lied because Insta stories tell who sees your story, and she didn't have to click on my story. She saw it was me since and like the only one with a dragon ballsy profile picture, but she didn't stalk me. That's like the only reason why you would follow someone if you had drama. Okay, fast forward. I meet this dude on Insta. He gathered info for me with evidence. He just thought Carver paid the victim card and tried to turn Jim against me with lies and poor attempts to make me look bad. For reasons he said sexual stuff towards me where I got uncomfortable, and he said cancer to a friend whom had cancer. We were poor lie attempts to slander me because she played along with those sexual acts and even laughed like a penis towards them, and the cancer part my best friend set before me, and she didn't give a shit. But when Kate did it, it was in her story. Either I applauded since I felt sorry, and we know Don. So this instant dude solved the issue, right? So I thought, but no, I was so wrong. She continues raw slander me being my bat to the point where people started calling me a pervert and dick. If you can manipulate people to that point, you are unironically a penis, she said. When she said that I should have stopped, though, said no, which is true, but the same goes for you, and you are acting like a victim because whenever I asked you stop with something, you also said no. She also tried turning a friend against me by leaking a secret to that BFF without knowing my BFF knew in the hopes he would tell my friend, so he would turn against me. I didn't do anything wrong straight this moment yet. Then comes school, oh whoa. I finished my class, went to the coat hangers with my friend, saw this up, and went like feral reaction. After that happened, I reported myself at the school principal. She was not there, so this dot reported me. Blah, blah, blah. I get my turn. I admit to everything, but I had to court almost everything since she twisted a lot of stories. Like I just said, I sent her picture, but only after she exposed my personal information, and knowing how I overreached, she could have seen it coming. Then day one internship happens, her beta male Insta friend contacts me, falsely accuses me of sending my Insta friend to threaten her. Barely was a threat, since he only said to not press charges, cause if that would happen, her friend could get in trouble. Big threat, right, LMAO? Blah, 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 irrelevant stuff happened. They fight over to tell me how I was a pervert in the dick. IMD when it happened, it were just a lot of BS from when the beat started, never from before when we were friends, Kim. Fine, that should I lie about me being a socialist woman, man. Blah, blah, now school happens again. I get called to the principal's office. This thought tried her best to manipulate them of how scared she was like, oh, lack of emotions, can't remember. And she rats me having my Discord name as hitting women is acceptable, and how bad that is. Well, she said far more worse things like black people were to burn them. I mean it, literally wishing for a death to an entire race. And I'm a Batman here. Hypocrite much. Before I punched her, she emotionally abused me and laid me suffering for it, and didn't give a single shred of care. But still, I pumped her. I should care for what I did in these stories. I tried to apologize on my birthday. She didn't want anything to do with me. I thought, okay, drama ended, and yesterday you asked me to give him more viewers, which I did. But then you decided to call them trolls while having good intentions, knowing it would tick me off just to start drama. Long story short, I got betrayed, emotionally abused, and slandered for trying to make a point, and ironically, how she says, you didn't hear both sides of the story, but she did not want to hear mine and set my BFF off. You started drama thinking I would not do anything cause you are a girl. But that ain't it, G. Start drama and you get burned. Fail at 06. What the fuck did I just read? I'm going to hate this. Fuck you, toilet.